Hello and welcome. If you're in your 60s or beyond and you've been feeling frustrated with your weight, trust me, you're not alone. I know exactly what it's like to hit a certain age and feel like losing weight is an impossible task. It feels like your body just isn't cooperating anymore, and no matter what you do, the pounds keep creeping up. I've been there. I've struggled with the same battle, but I want to tell you something very important. It's not too late. In fact, after I turned 60, I made some life-changing decisions that not only helped me lose 20 pounds, but they also helped me keep it off. And I'm here to share exactly how I did it with you. Now, I know what you're probably thinking, but it's so much harder to lose weight after 60, and you're absolutely right. Our metabolism slows down, our hormones change, and it's easy to fall into habits that aren't the best for us. But here's the thing. It's not about being perfect. It's about making small, sustainable changes that fit where we are in life now. Losing weight after 60 doesn't mean you need to join the latest fad diet or spend hours at the gym. It's not about any quick fixes or extreme measures. It's about making smart, long-term decisions that work with our bodies at this stage of life. And guess what? If I can do it, so can you. So, let me take you back to the first big decision I made. And it all started with my mindset about food. As we get older, our relationship with food needs to shift. It's no longer about depriving ourselves. It's about nourishing our bodies. One of the biggest things I realized after I turned 60 was that my body didn't respond to food the way it did when I was younger. I couldn't just eat whatever I wanted and expect to stay at a healthy weight. The same foods that I once enjoyed without issue now left me feeling sluggish, bloated, and just plain tired. The first life-changing decision I made was to focus on eating more whole, nutritious foods. I began prioritizing vegetables, lean proteins, and healthy fats. I started cooking more at home, which I hadn't done in a while, and focused on meals that were balanced. It wasn't about cutting out everything I loved. It was about making healthier choices. I started replacing processed snacks and sugary treats with foods that fuel my body, like leafy greens, berries, and whole grains. The more I made this switch, the more I noticed how much better I felt. I wasn't sluggish anymore, and I started to have more energy throughout the day. And let me tell you, the difference was immediate. No more feeling bloated after meals. No more headaches or afternoon slumps. Just steady energy and a clearer mind. I also stopped relying on processed and packaged foods. These foods are convenient, sure, but they're full of hidden sugars, sodium, and unhealthy fats. These things might give you a temporary energy boost, but they also leave you feeling worse in the long run. When I swapped out processed foods for more whole, unprocessed options, I started feeling more balanced, more energized, and lighter. But this change wasn't just about what I ate. It was about how I ate. And that brings me to my second life-changing decision. I started eating smaller, more frequent meals throughout the day. Now, this is something that's especially important as we age. Our bodies can't handle the same large meals that we used to eat when we were younger. Eating too much at once can overwhelm our digestive system, cause bloating, and lead to weight gain over time. I've learned that it's all about eating in moderation. Instead of sitting down to 1 or 2 large meals a day, I started having smaller meals every 3 to 4 hours. I didn't want to feel hungry all the time, and I didn't want to eat too much in one sitting and feel stuffed or sluggish. So, I started having small breakfasts, snacks, and lunches throughout the day, and then a slightly larger dinner. This helped keep my metabolism steady, avoid overeating, and stabilize my blood sugar levels. I felt better, and I stopped craving sugary snacks or overeating later in the evening. The beauty of eating more frequently is that it keeps your body fueled, helps you avoid those hunger pains, and reduces the temptation to reach for something unhealthy. It also keeps your energy up. And let's face it, after 60, we need all the energy we can get. Instead of feeling sluggish after eating a huge meal, I now felt energized and satisfied after every meal. And that made a huge difference in my ability to stay on track with my weight loss. But the changes didn't stop with food. Let's talk about exercise, because that's another area where a lot of people feel defeated after 60. It's easy to think that you need to do intense workouts or hit the gym for hours a day to lose weight. But that's simply not true. The key to exercise at this age is finding something that works for your body, something that you can sustain and enjoy. And for me, that meant walking. I started walking daily, and honestly, it changed everything for me. I know it sounds simple, but walking is one of the best forms of exercise for weight loss at any age, especially as we get older. It's low impact, easy on the joints, and can be done just about anywhere. I set a goal of walking for 30 to 45 minutes a day. Some days I walked outside. Other days I walked in place in my living room if the weather wasn't great. The key was consistency. I made it a part of my routine, and gradually, it became something I looked forward to. Walking helped with digestion. It reduced my stress levels, and it gave me a break from the hustle and bustle of everyday life. Plus, it was a great way to clear my mind and enjoy some fresh air. Over time, I found myself walking farther and faster, and I even started to incorporate light stretching and strength exercises after my walks. But the best part? I didn't have to commit to hours at the gym or push my body to extremes. Walking gave me the weight loss benefits without the strain. Now that we've talked about the food changes and how I started eating smaller, more frequent meals, let's move on to the next life-changing decision I made after turning 60. And this decision was one of the most crucial for me, especially when it comes to both my physical and mental health. The third life-changing decision I made was to prioritize sleep and recovery. As we age, our bodies require more time to rest and recover, and for a long time, I didn't realize just how important this was. I used to stay up late watching TV or scrolling on my phone, thinking I could get by with just a few hours of sleep. But what I didn't know was that sleep deprivation not only affects your energy levels and mood, but it also has a major impact on weight gain. Lack of sleep messes with your hormones, including those that control hunger. When you don't get enough rest, your body produces more ghrelin, the hormone that makes you feel hungry, and less leptin, the hormone that makes you feel full. This imbalance leads to overeating, cravings, and a slower metabolism, which only makes it harder to lose weight. Once I realized how sleep was affecting my weight, I made it a priority to improve my sleep habits. I started going to bed earlier and aiming for 7 to 9 hours of sleep every night. I created a calming bedtime routine that helped me wind down, such as reading, stretching, and turning off all screens an hour before bed. This helped me fall asleep more easily and wake up feeling refreshed. And the results? Well, not only did I feel better and more energized during the day, but my cravings for late-night snacks disappeared. I also noticed that my body started to balance out. My metabolism seemed to pick up, and my weight started to drop without me even trying as hard. It was a simple change, but it made a huge difference. But sleep wasn't the only thing I had to focus on. There was also the mental aspect of weight loss, and this next decision helped me tackle that. The fourth and final life-changing decision I made was to focus on my mindset and stress management. Stress is one of the biggest hidden factors when it comes to weight gain, especially as we age. When we're stressed, our bodies produce more of the hormone cortisol, which is known as the stress hormone. High cortisol levels trigger cravings for unhealthy foods, especially sugar and carbs. Not only that, but stress can slow down your metabolism, making it harder to lose weight. And let's be real, life can get pretty stressful as we get older. Whether it's dealing with health issues, family responsibilities, or the changes that come with aging. To address this, I knew I had to focus on managing stress in a way that worked for me. So, I started incorporating mindfulness practices into my daily routine. I began doing 10 minutes of deep breathing exercises every morning. It wasn't complicated. I just focused on my breath, cleared my mind, and set a positive intention for the day. This simple habit helped me feel more grounded, calm, and in control. I also started practicing meditation, which was something I had always been curious about but never tried. I started with just a few minutes each day and gradually worked up to longer sessions. I can't tell you enough how much this helped me. Meditation helped me manage stress reduce anxiety, and regain control over my thoughts. By practicing mindfulness, I learned how to calm my mind and focus on the present moment. It was a game changer for my weight loss journey because I stopped using food as a coping mechanism. Instead of eating when I felt stressed or anxious, I started finding healthier ways to deal with my emotions. I became more aware of my body's signals, and I could differentiate between physical hunger and emotional cravings. On top of that, I also started incorporating more activities that brought me joy. Whether it was taking a walk in the park, spending time with friends, or pursuing hobbies that made me happy, these little moments of joy helped keep my stress levels in check. They also helped me avoid emotional eating, which is something I struggled with in the past. So, to summarize, after turning 60, I made 4 key decisions that transformed my health and helped me lose weight. Let's recap. 1. Focusing on whole, nutritious foods. I replaced processed snacks with healthier options, and I started prioritizing foods that nourish my body. 2. Eating smaller, more frequent meals. This helped keep my metabolism steady, avoid overeating, and stabilize my blood sugar levels. 3. Prioritizing sleep and recovery. I made sleep a priority and aimed for 7 to 9 hours of quality rest each night to help my body recover and regulate my hunger hormones. 4. Focusing on my mindset and stress management. I started practicing mindfulness and meditation to reduce stress, manage my emotions, and avoid emotional eating. These 4 decisions completely changed the way I approach weight loss, and they've had a lasting impact on my health. I've not only lost 20 pounds, but I've also gained a sense of peace, energy, and balance that I never thought was possible at my age. Now, I'm living my life with more vitality, and I feel healthier than ever. And the best part? I didn't have to make drastic changes or go on any extreme diets. It was all about making small, sustainable decisions that work with my body and my lifestyle. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be consistent and patient with yourself. So, if you're in your 60s or beyond and you're feeling frustrated with your weight or your health, remember, it's not too late to make a change. Start small, make sustainable choices, and take it one step at a time. I promise you, it's worth it.